Welcome to day 3 of posting weird every day. Damn it. I'm gonna keep that in. Welcome to day 3 of posting a weird video every day until I become famous. Podcast edition. Because, as you know, my phone died. And I'm waiting on a replacement right now. So we have to do this as the podcast specials. Oddly enough, somehow, this season finale of this falls right on New Year's Eve somehow. Talk about some crazy timing. It's almost like I set these things up on purpose. Like these insane times of, wow, all of a sudden he's doing it on this day, and this day is coincide with this, and this day is coincide with this. Well, guess what? I'm all about the numbers. I'm all about the numbers. So, if something is going to coincide with numbers, sure, I'm gonna have some crazy events lined up for certain days of the year. It's just how I am. That's how weird I am. I'm thinking so far ahead into the future that I got my foot in the next 6 months. But you know what else I got a foot in? This just leads me back. Well, I also got my foot in this boss battle that's about to happen. Because this tree's very aggro. Well, you see, today is not the tree-loving episode of posting a weird video every day. I've been continuing on with the premise of, the podcast portion of this. So, I've been watching a lot of pop videos lately. Like, you guys be watching the body cam footage, and you see some crazy stuff. For instance, there's a lot of stuff with some cops having absolute nuts of steel. Like, this doesn't have nuts of steel, it just has... oh no. Oops. Oops. This has nuts of tree. This is actually my second time going against this boss, by the way. I'm gonna smash this tree's apex. Why does it keep juicing itself like this. Stay juicy. The craziest thing about these bosses in Dark Souls is sometimes they're too good and they can't really get you in a certain zone, but you could get them in a certain zone. Imagine dying because someone got your game. That would suck. So this here has been like a giant Dark Souls boss after a while. Oh, I know the last ones. This one's on me. I'm supposed to be getting a piece of his leg there. But it's like a turkey. There it is. Oops. This is totally on. You guys just totally watched me squelch myself. It is what it is. So, this year was absolutely crazy. Too many things happened that wasn't on my bucket list, or bingo list, bucket list. Like, I had a lot of these things pre-planned. Cool. So, the Mr. Beast stuff, kind of saw coming. However, the Dave Grohl stuff in Foo Fighters, I didn't expect him ever to, like, have a family outside of marriage like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And the craziest part is he's supporting the kid too. And his wife's okay. His wife's just putting up with a whole bunch of stuff just because she's trying super hard. And bless Dave Grohl's wife's soul. She's putting up with a lot because she's just sitting there in the cuck chair. Some other crazy stuff that got to admit about this year is the election. I know some of you probably were like, oh, this election was bound to be like crazy. Well, your American elections are always crazy and polarizing. It just be how it be. I don't usually throw my 2 cents in, but like in Canada, our next year is going to be screwy-dooey. because we got an election this year in 2025. That happened. I just got ready to move the back. I'm sorry, I see the button. It happens. It happens. So some other things that were kind of on my bingo card were Bleach being great this year. One Piece being an epic anime this year. Jujutsu Kaisen oddly ended, and me just being okay with it after Jujutsu Kaisen ended, because Jujutsu Kaisen just like abruptly ended and left a void in my soul, like Void Purple. But it's okay because I got like a whole bunch of other mangas to read. Like we got Chainsaw Man, we got One Piece, we got Dan to Dan, which things that weren't on my bingo card, epic animes. Dan to Dan, absolutely stellar. Push 1010, stellar. There were so many things that were absolutely beautiful that, like, chef's kiss. Not sure if you guys, gals and non-binary pals, watch anime, but was there anything you were hyped for? I know Solo Leveling was also pretty crazy. Crocs sports games. That line just lives rent free in my head. Should have had the Crocs in sports mode. What else? Oh, here's something I have on the agenda for today. Let's talk about Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes currently under a whole bunch of stuff too, because Busta Rhymes turns out was doing a lot of stuff similar to P. Diddy, and his bodyguard has come out to talk about some stuff too. So Busta Rhymes kind of not on my bingo card of things either, but you know, expect the unexpected as the other way development. I took care of his like personal stuff. Rolling on, that's like when you're young and you're sleeping in your parents' bed because you had good hair, and your dad just goes around you in the middle of sleeping, you're like, Dad, get off of me. I'm trying to breathe you. And in reality, you're just stuck. Gasping for air. Megan. What? What green card went on it? Over. Gotta see what green card on it. And then, if I get touched by that poison, it's over. There we go. I still won, however. That's crazy. That's insane. Absolute poppycock. Now I have to try to get that souls again. Oh boy. I think that was... There was a blood stain earlier that said the trail ahead. And I think that's that trail. The tree that I just slew in mutually assured destruction because it couldn't let me just like get the win on it. It had to like just off me like that. Now, if you see me hitting trees in 2025, you know why. You know why. Lol, look at these losers. Wow, that person had rubbish on them. Want to see something that's rubbish? Huzzah! It's like when a Captain Jack arrow strikes. That ghoul just got lit on fire. Oh yeah. That ghoul didn't know what hit him. Now let's hope that hole is available over here. Yep. Oh my god, it worked. It worked, everybody. I just jumped and it worked. I just did like a leap of faith from Assassin's Creed. And I managed to get where I needed to go. This is almost like that time in Grey's Anatomy where absolutely nothing related to Dark Souls happened. Okay. Now, something that I'm going to predict for 2025, there's going to be a mass exodus of people just using certain apps because of AI. Because nobody wants to be around the AI, apparently. There's gonna be crazy stuff like, there's gonna be a new technology that comes out that makes us, like, do something. I'm not sure. There's just gonna be new technology. Everybody's gonna be wearing Ray-Bans. Everybody's gonna be wearing Ray-Bans. I don't make the rules, but everybody's just gonna be wearing Ray-Bans. time you go to that Fire Lake Shrine, because you know you gotta level up every time you go against the boss. You know, most people think that something crazy happens as soon as that clock hits the other number. Well, guess what? It's already hit that number several other places. It's already the next day. Well, bam. How do you feel about that? I need to see what I need to heal here. Not heal. Level up.
May the flames guide thee.
What's a weapon I can't use right now? I think that's my dexterity. I need to level my dexterity up. Yep. Need to level dexterity up. I need to talk to you about what my heart really desires, lady. My heart really wishes for my dexterity to be up. Yes. Now I need 7,000 more souls.
Farewell, Ash, may the flames guide thee.
Let's see if I can get some more souls. I will never sell an ember. Soul of the Rotten Great Wood, Soul of the Crystal Stage. I will not sell souls. Even though this is a Dark Souls game. You do not want to sell souls. You actually do not want to sell your Twinkling Titanite either, or your Titanite Scale. You actually want to hold on to a lot of things in this game. If you don't hold on to it, like, grave consequences will happen. However, selling these sorceress staffs, hell yeah. Well, I have to blow my nose for a second. You guys had to hear this on the podcast. So, something I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to find a way to free up a lot of space on my laptop to download everything tomorrow and get the compilation going. Because we all know we gotta have that compilation going. I'm gonna go to the Pit of Hollows for a second. I'm not sure why. Just need to contemplate in the Pit of Hollows. So, you got any New Year's resolutions? I know that I have 0 New Year's resolutions. I'm not setting myself up for failure. Who needs to set themselves up for failure? It's like, you're setting yourself up, you're like, I am not going to do this thing that I know I usually do. and it's not going to happen. Like, people who are like, I'm doing quit sugar, then somehow they break it, and they're like, oh, well, I just drank a can of Coke, oops. It's just like, why? Why? Just contemplating in the pit of hollows. Where do I go next? Going to go to the Cathedral of the Deep. Of the Deep. So, this was a good year for Yu-Gi-Oh! For me. Like, honestly, one of my best years for Yu-Gi-Oh! I know this isn't something I go too crazy on my channel. Just kidding. I go crazy for Yu-Gi-Oh! On this channel. But literally, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. Chef's kiss. I've been really enjoying what Yu-Gi-Oh! Has to offer, especially during this year where they seem to be doing stuff through. Oh wow. So, there were like sets of Yu-Gi-Oh! That seemed to be like specifically tailored to me, and it was perfect. Like, all of a sudden, like, support for something that I have waited for support for a multitude of years just happened. This year I've probably spent the least on Yu-Gi-Oh! However. Because in Yu-Gi-Oh!, as long as you treat it like an NFT, sadly, you can always pay for your experience with cards. I found that out a long time ago. And I tell ya, that Yu-Gi-Oh! NFT it goes hard, because, like, imagine you pick up a card and you try to imagine, where's this going to be in 6 months when this set comes out? And all of a sudden, the set you were waiting for comes out, and you go and pick it up, and literally everything you prepared for, there's some cards that you got that are now, in fact, more expensive. I just traded 5 cards recently for a store credit of $70. 5 cards. That's some crazy stuff. Just a little. So apparently, I have a time limit to these things unless I have Share Factory. So, yeah. We're gonna go a little longer on this video, and then I guess this is it for until next year. So what we gonna do now is I'm going to try to kill as much stuff as possible. Because I need to level up. I need to level up my dexterity, and I need to level up some other aspects of my Dark Soul character. Which gives me time to talk to you guys about stuff too. So, you ever just sit there wondering, like, hey, what magical thing can I accomplish? And then all of a sudden you just accomplish something crazy. Well, that's coming next year. I have done some insane work, and everybody who has seen my work in this year knows that if I say I'm gonna double my work, you're gonna see a lot more videos than I'm going to do every day. Because I could totally see myself making like 3 to 5 videos a day and being okay with it. Like 1 video a day I feel was easy to obtain. And I managed to do it quite easily. For instance, even if I don't have a camera, I just got a podcast episode. I'm also going to be starting to talk about more internet news stuff because it seems that people really like internet news stuff and talking about real news too. Like, I'd like to talk about more acts of heroism that go on. Because recently there was a pizza place in Windsor, Canada, where there was a guy there were 2 men in the marina, and the pizza spot just jumped at a moment's notice with 12 of their staff members and saved 2 men from under ice. You can't write this shit. Wow, can I not infinitely farm this area? That's whack. But then again, this is a game that's like really exploitable. I don't want to be invaded by a mad dark spirit. I need to go sit at the bonfire. Oh. Cannot set a bonfire while this person invades me. Oh wow. Figures, I just got invaded by someone just to get insta-killed by them. Well, I'll tell you what, in the new year, these videos are gonna just get more interesting and weirder. I hope to see you guys in the next year. Like, comment, and subscribe, and, you know, drink your water, because, you know, I really like to influence you guys to drink that water.